I have been working as a driver for a long time and have seen a great deal in my long life. I used to just get behind the wheel without a second thought, never even considering prayers. There was simply no time for it. But what happened to me on that run completely changed my life. Now I pray before every trip. I never believed in the unknown, and anything supernatural was beyond my understanding. However, against my will, I became the subject of an incredible and eerie incident. It happened when my route took me through Altai. The night was very bright. The full moon and starry sky beautifully illuminated everything around. I should note that I was never afraid of dark nights, as my truck has excellent low and high beam headlights. At that hour, I was worried about only one thing. I had been behind the wheel for 3 days straight. The couple of cans of energy drinks I drank in the evening had already given up their positions, and I wanted to sleep desperately. The same thoughts kept running through my head. There's just a little bit left. Soon I'll be there. I'll go to sleep, and in the morning I'll head to the sauna to relax and have a drink with some fish. At first, I was troubled by only one strange detail. For 3 hours, not a single vehicle appeared on my way, neither oncoming nor passing traffic. I kept telling myself that it was late at night and most people were asleep either at home or in roadside motels. I turned on the radio and suddenly, out of the corner of my eye, noticed something incomprehensible flitting in the mirror. Rolling down the window, I looked outside and got terrified. Just a couple of meters from the vehicle, some kind of creature was running. It slightly resembled a dog, but considering its size, it was much larger than a normal dog. It was massive, bigger than a horse. Moreover, the creature was moving alongside the truck at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. At first, the thought crossed my mind that I had fallen asleep at the wheel. Realizing I wasn't dreaming, I pressed down on the gas pedal. The speed increased by another 20 kilometers per hour, but the creature didn't lag behind at all. Adrenaline began to surge through my blood, and I couldn't believe this was actually happening. A black dog of extraordinary size, possessing fantastic speed, running alongside a truck speeding at a breakneck pace. Could such a thing even be possible? Soon, after a turn, the lights of the town where I needed to get came into view. The small town I wanted to see more than anything else in the world at that moment. But I started celebrating too early. Next, something happened that simply put me into a state of shock. This creature drew closer to the truck cabin and was now moving just a meter away from me. In horror, I rolled up the side window and stepped on the gas even harder, but it was already clear that speed was not an issue for this entity. A chill ran down my body when this terrible creature turned its head in my direction. I realized that it saw right through me, completely. I saw huge, bottomless eyes, clearly belonging to a fully intelligent being, one that is fully aware, understanding, and knows a great deal. Even when the speed exceeded 100 kilometers per hour, this entity still ran alongside my truck. It lagged behind only when I passed a road sign announcing the beginning of the city. Driving into the city, I stopped my semi near a 24-hour convenience store. Falling out of the cabin with a cigarette between my teeth, I tried to gather my thoughts and understand what exactly I had seen just a couple of minutes ago. In the end, I blamed it all on my fatigue, because something like that simply couldn't be. Reflecting that it was time to visit a psychiatrist, I finished my cigarette and went into the store. Inside, I saw a pretty female sales clerk. She stood there smiling, making no movements whatsoever. Then I realized there was no one in the store except her, not even a security guard. And then another revelation hit me. I hadn't heard a single thing when I pushed the door open. Absolutely nothing. It made no sound at all. Trembling once again, I stood in one place, looking around like a cornered animal. Suddenly, it was as if something snapped back into place, and I heard the girl's voice asking if I felt well. Almost immediately, drunk teenagers burst into the store for refills. A guard appeared from the back room, and a few more people walked in. The sounds returned, and I realized that everything was fine. What exactly happened to me, I still don't fully understand, but I realized one thing. When a person is just collapsing from exhaustion and has no strength left, they find themselves on the edge of worlds. As soon as I reached my bed, I immediately dropped like a log, and in the morning I understood that the previous night I had one foot in the grave. Something preserved my life and helped me reach my destination without incident. Now I think that the creature resembling a dog was a messenger of death, which was just waiting for me to make a mistake and crash to my death. After all, I was in such a state that it could have happened at any moment. Subscribe to the channel and like it. I promise that the videos will only get more interesting.